What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jake from Citizen JV, and today I want to talk about online cooperative gaming, or game specific. And one game in particular I would really like to talk about is Gears of War Reloaded on PlayStation. Okay, this game is hard as hell when you're playing this game on your own and not having a sidekick or a friend to help you. Okay, now granted, people will probably come in and say, well, it's yes and no, because people would say that it's a lot more fun on solo than it is playing with a friend. Now, granted, yes, that is true. While I did play this game recently through a stream series on my channel, and I recently finished it, of course, but it took me several times to finally, not really finally finish it, but I got to a point to where it's like I couldn't do it anymore, to go up against Hom, which was the Locust boss on the train, and I kind of raged quit because that's normally what I normally don't do. But the reason why I did that is because of the fact that I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. Everybody knows how this game ends because it's a 20-year-old game. Everybody knows, obviously. So, again, that's besides the point. The point that I'm trying to say is when it comes to online cooperative games, other than Gears of War, I believe that they are a lot more fun playing with friends online than it is just playing by yourself. Now, granted, playing a game like Gears of War on your own, it's a really good experience. But I think playing a game like Gears of War Reloaded or any other Gears, it's a really good experience to play it by yourself if you deem so fit, if you want to. But I think at the most part as well is that you're not going to get the communication that you need from a friend that's going to play with you because you're playing it on your own. And I think that's where the immersive storytelling kind of falls flat in a way. I mean, it doesn't really fall flat. What I'm trying to say is that it's just like you're not getting what you want out of it because you're playing on your own. You're not playing it with a friend. And I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's where a game like this can fall flat because you're only playing it on your own. But you are getting immersive. You're understanding these characters. And I think that's a really good way to experience something like this. I love this game, okay? I love Marcus and Dom. I love the other characters in this game as well. And now I understand why this game is so highly popular, because this game is pretty similar to that of a game called Space Marine 2, Warhammer 40k, okay? I played the 2-hour demo on that game. It was okay. I thought it was pretty fun. But I'm going to tell you one thing here now though, too, is that I actually enjoy Gears of War Reloaded, or Gears of War itself, better than Space Marine 2. I know it seems like a little bit of a hot take, but I'm actually going to stand by that. So, again, talking about Gears of War, or like I said before, about online cooperative games or gaming, it's a pretty interesting niche because, you know, for what I understand, though, too, because I've had so many problems playing these types of games, though, too, in the past, to where most of my friends kind of, like, stop playing these types of games because they do nothing but playing single-player games on their own, and they say, oh, yeah, I'm going to eventually go back into it, but here's the thing. I kind of find that a little bit of a lie, in my personal opinion, because if you're going to say that you're going to go back into a game that you or them play, or you or I play together, don't say that you're not. Don't say that you're going to go back into it when you're not. Because another thing, though, too, what I'm saying is that every gamer out there, whether if you're a single player, online PvPer, or cooperative person gamer play as you are, everybody moves to different games all the time. So that's why I have the notion of stop playing these types of games in general, other than playing the games on your own as well as a single player experience. But playing campaign cooperative games, much like Gears of War, when you have friends that have no desire to play it anymore or don't want to at all, then I'm just like, you know what, then I'm done. And I have actually been very careful of buying these types of games, though, too, because the fact of the matter is that that's why I'm saying, you know, my gamer friends give up on these games so quickly, and I feel like that I fall into that trap every single time, and I'm getting sick of it. okay? And so this has everything to do about Gears of War exclusively, basically, because of the fact that the matter is, I do actually have one or two friends that do play this game. I played with them cooperatively, but then we haven't gone all the way through it. And I asked him, I did ask my friend not too long ago, to where are you ever going to go back to this game? He says, oh, I don't know. I'm like, great. So basically you're telling me that I'm on my own. I got to find other games to play so that way I don't have to worry about playing this game with you anymore. You know, I didn't really say that, but it's what my mind was going through. And it's very disconcerting, really. It's not very respectful in a way. But I understand that people are always going to go towards other games. You know, I do it too, long story short. And I'm not complaining anymore, really. So again, going back to online cooperative games like Gears of War specific, because we're watching Gears of War here, right? So I have a hard time with the AI systems in this game a little bit though too. And what I mean by that, while playing this game solo, and you're playing as Marcus Phoenix for, like I am, obviously, and then Dom is going to be the AI character-driven focus game, or player, excuse me, that's going to be your AI assistant, basically. That's pretty much what it is. And I actually have a problem with this, to where he's always going into the fray. He rarely ever goes into cover when he should. And I actually had a lot of problems with that, especially towards on the train, to where you go up against Ham, which is the Locust boss. And truth be told, it's the reason why I rage quit on that, is because he constantly went into the fray, never went into cover, always shooting, and so I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. And it was so infuriating. And I'm just like, why would you do so? It's like, if you're going to make a game to where you actually have a little bit of a small squad and you're playing on your own solo, you should be able to control your AI assistant. That's what I call Dom as in this game, especially when you're playing this game on your own. And to me, I feel like it's a little bit of a no-brainer. And so I just think that if you're going to do something in the near future by making these types of games again, for the love of Pete, please give us the option to control, and give us the control to your AI assistant to throw a bomb against an enemy while you sniper from afar or something like that, so that way you can actually have total control of the battlefield. And that's what I felt like. But here's the thing though too, I didn't feel that way at all when going up against Ham, the Locust boss, on the train. And I'm just like, what is this? It was infuriating. And so that's the biggest thing that really sticks in my craw for the most part. But other than that, I would say this game is a masterpiece. Okay, I love this game. Marcus is a badass. I love the voice actor that did the voice of him. I think his name was Joe or John DiMaggio, the voice of Bender from Futurama. And I'm just like, whoa. And it was just so exciting to get into this game. And one thing I will say here is that I am a first timer playing this game. I never played this game on Xbox. And I think that's where, for me, it's a really cool and magnificent treat for myself, that to really get into something that I never really thought I would get into. And it's astonishing. But to much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming in. Greatly appreciated. Any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys later.